I guess when the opposition produces a game like that, you maybe can't be too upset with your team. But just where do you feel it went wrong for you guys? Was 200 just too much to concede on the pitch?
No, I didn't. I thought it was a good surface. I thought 190 was probably par. We're better than that. I thought it was definitely slightly easier to bat early in the match, but certainly I thought 190 was par. So we weren't too upset. I think it was something we should have at least got close to. So I think there's a little bit of frustration, I guess. But it was a really good surface, and we were better than that.
Your team's bowling plans were kind of a bit different from the Sunrisers. Sunrisers bowled more full. Was the plan to go a bit short, and did that work?
Well, their batters are different, so plans are different for a start. But I thought they played really well. Their scoops, they moved the ball really well. On another day, those can go wrong. It's high risk cricket, but I thought they executed really well, which we didn't. In a final, you need to pitch up and execute. So all credit to them. It's high risk, but they've got a couple of batters that play really well. So well done to them.
Just your overall compare, are you quite happy with the season? Although you guys didn't get over the line, but are you quite happy with the campaign?
Yeah, if someone had said we'd play in the final, we were taking that all day long. It was upsetting not to get over the line, but I think there've been some amazing performances over the last 6 weeks. The man sitting next to me has been absolutely outstanding, and we've had another couple of really good performances along the way. So we would have taken it all day long if someone had said we'd play in the final, but in a once-off game, just a little bit upset that we didn't get over the line, having come so far.
So just to Heinrich, the coach is okay with getting to the final for you? Would you have gone one better?
I'm not okay with it. Hello. I'm not okay with just getting to the final. Once you get to the final, it's always, obviously we're trying to win it. So, but if someone had said we'd have played in the final, I would have taken it in the beginning.
So I didn't mean to say it like that. Thanks for clarifying, but just for Heinrich, for you personally?
So we might as well win it. We will be happy, like Coach said, if you get to the start of the season, you say you will definitely play in the final, but we are here, we proud cricketers, that's in our culture, and Durban has done a lot for us during the season, and the crowds there has been fantastic. Last season we really disappointed the fans, and for tonight it's got a similar feeling. We didn't play the best cricket tonight, to be fair. We operated around about 60%, so that's unfortunately how strong this competition is, that if you're not at your best, you get blown out of the water. So it's not a nice feeling sitting here, but we will still take it.
Heinrich, just on your performance this season, obviously it's been amazing, especially in the T20 World Cup here. Like, how big is this for you to kind of deliver and kind of get those knocks out of the way?
It makes me nervous because around the corner there might be a curveball, but it's nice to perform. That helps. It's only nice when your team get over the line. Otherwise, the performance has been nothing for me. Tonight I didn't do anything, so that's not sitting nice with me, and I've got a long break, and so that's going to give me a couple of sleepless nights. But heading into the T20 World Cup, there's a lot of cricket still to be played before that, and hopefully, first of all, I get selected. That's the most important part. But it's the performance only counts when you win. For us as cricketers, or for me personally. Other than that, I can get a first baller and we still win, and I will still be happy, rather than 100 and lose the game. So,
Hey Andre, I just want to ask you a question. So obviously everybody has mentioned it, but there's been a lot of hype, especially after the tournament you had. There isn't a cricket legend who hasn't said something on Twitter or anything about your performances. So my question to you is, how do you feel about this hype? Every time you get on social media, every time you meet a legend and your coaches, what everybody is saying about your performances, how do you feel about all this hype that you're getting at the moment?
I'm not too much into it. It's obviously an honour for the people of their calibre to speak like that of me. But I still got a first baller tonight, so it doesn't help that you take it to heart or anything like that. You still have to put in the hard work, but it's nice of them saying those kinds of words, and the nice thing about all of them are they're all good people as well. So it means a lot, but it also means nothing in the sense of the bigger scheme of things. You still need to do the hard work and you still need to put in the performances. But yeah, I do appreciate it, and it's difficult to answer, but yeah, it's nice from them to say stuff like that, but it's all about the performances. No one will say anything after tonight because I got a first baller. So the more runs and more performances you put in, more people will say something.
Lance, there's a question for you on Kesh and his captaincy, his style of captaincy, and the type of person that he was to your previous season. He was a phenomenal captain for you, so can you just give me some insight into his style of captaincy and how
Yeah, Kesh has been excellent. I think he's you know, he does a lot of research himself, and then he mixes that with a bit of gut feel, and I think, you know, sometimes the best captains can get that combination right. You know, I thought he was under a lot of pressure at some stages in the competition, but that just helps you grow. So, you know, his style is you know, spending a lot of time with the analyst, spending time with his bowlers, and just making sure he's up to speed with, you know, especially from a fielding point of view. And then there's a lot of gut feel that goes into there as well, reading the surface on the move as well. So he's been fantastic for his first year, and yeah, we look forward to that to continue.
Heinrich, just putting tonight aside, in the past a lot of coaches and I guess pundits have said that your role, the finishing role, is the kind of role in T20 that one shouldn't really expect consistency, but you've been incredibly consistent through this tournament. What do you put that down to?
I think just better decision making, and obviously execution helps if you execute and you have the right plan in mind. It was a lot of hard work to get to where I am at this moment, and for me at this moment, if I'm in a good space mentally and I can make good decisions, I trust my swing at this moment, so that combination seems to be working and hopefully keeps on going.
Heinrich, it's obviously been a journey, a long journey. It hasn't always been this nice now with the form and everything. What sort of role did those tough times play in terms of your mentality right now? How tough you are mentally right now, like those tough times, the tight ends, in and out of the Protein side?
I just think it gives you experience. The other night I had to go back and to understand that when the tough times are there, you have to be a little bit more patient. You can't just tee off and hope that you will hit one. You have to pick your bowlers and all those type of things. And I think those experiences taught me what I can do now. And just believing in myself, to know that I'm always 2 hits away from doing something special or being at the 200 strike rate, and that combination seems to be working for me. So it just keeps me nice and calm. But yeah, I think everyone needs to go through a couple of tough times to really figure out who you are as a cricketer and which roads that you have to take and which roads you have to stay off from. And I went from the one extreme to the other extreme, and I'm happy that I found the right path that I'm on now.
Can we take the last two?
Lance, I want to ask you one question about Matthew. They've been in amazing form as a youngster. What stood out to you about his character and his performance?
I think he's been. I think the trust in himself. It's been nice to see the growth from the last competition, and even from before then, and see how he's worked on his game. He's played for South Africa since the last competition, so it's just the trust that he's got in himself, the belief, his energy in the field as well. Because you know, batting is one thing, but I think, you know, fielding is another thing. And I thought, you know, just the example was set, I think, for this whole competition by Sunrisers as well. This whole competition, their energy in the field, you know, the way they have carried themselves on the field has been outstanding, and it's been a credit to them. And Matthew brings that to our team, that energy. But just from a batting point of view, I think he's slowly starting to work out what works for him. Plays a fearless brand of cricket, well, normally. But I think he's just been outstanding in the way that he's batted as well. He's got, he's got Quinny, you know, that he feeds off a lot as well. So he's been outstanding, and I think he's going to be a big one for, you know, the country going forward as well.
Lance, Sunrisers have now won 2 in a row. Do you feel there's a bit of a gap in the competition between them and everyone else? And if so, what do they do that is so good?
They field and they fight. That's what they do, and they do it consistently, and they do it every single time we play them. They run well between the wickets. They field unbelievably well, and that's I think there's light years between them and a lot of the other teams. So you can easily look at that team on paper and think you kind of fancy yourself against them, but what they bring in the field, and you know what Adrian Burrell has done for them has been outstanding in the way that he's got those boys fighting for each other, and their fielding, their running between the wickets, their energies is, you know, even if they're in a tough time in the field, you know, they find a way to fake it, I guess. But that's the gap. That's the gap that, you know, that there is light years difference, and you know, many congratulations to them.